Hello, welcome to my channel.
Who am I?
I am master student from Swiss Hotel Management School. I am the person want to make a huge impact for myself. I act independently, prioritize projects based on their impact on the organization or those around me. I'm inspired by the future and its possibilities. Vision of the future inspire those around us. I am interested in what makes everyone different. I am discovering how to bring the people with different personality together effectively, ability to set the direction, follow through, and make an adjustment when necessary to keep on track. I will focus first and then process to action. I focus on the strengths as a way to motivate individual and team to achieve excellence, strive for perfection, and keep improving. Recently, I'm learning leadership skill, but I don't think I am a good leader yet. In order to improve myself, first of all, I do a SWOT analysis for myself. I am an open-minded person, full of curious about the world. In my world, there is nothing that I found unacceptable, and also make me optimistic and full of passion character. I'm a procrastinator and I don't have the patience to stick with a long period of the work. A lack of motivation to do any job that I don't like. Very careless and forgetful when I'm busy. After studying my master, I realized there are more work and stress, so I keep encouraging myself to let myself complete the work that needs to be done ahead of time, so that I can reduce the impact of the procrastination on my personally. I like to travel. My student visa can take me to many countries. I like to make a travel plan for myself before each deadline. And of course, I will arrange it before the deadline. So, I have more power and motivation to get the work done seriously. Although I am forgetful, but it's made me easier to forget all unhappy memories. I have strong self-regulation that I can accept myself in any situation. But it affects my progress. I never complete a job or internship. I lack of work experience and less professional than the other students. Every time I do something, I need others to help me to check double times and find a mistake. I'm not enough independent. I want to grow myself into a qualified leader quickly. So, what should I do? Miss Kim Kardashian said in the interview,
I have the best advice for women in business. Get your fucking ass up and work. It seems like nobody wants to work these days.
That's so true.
You have to surround yourself with people that want to work. Have a good work environment where everyone loves what they do because you have one life. No toxic work environments, and show up and do the work.
I really like Kim Kardashian say in the interview, combined with the leadership background, to summarize, a good leader should be lead by example, so that the team has a positive working environment. With my SWOT analysis, I think transactional leader is more in line with my leadership attitude. I prefer emphasis on development, when someone can directly to set a goal, guiding and work hard to control the outcomes. According to Daniel Goleman, successful leaders don't just stick on the one leadership style. They are proficient in multiple styles and connect, as well as switching between them depending on their situation. Here are the 6 points he mentioned. I prefer those 3 points. Corrective leadership style, coaching leadership style, possessing leadership style. Moreover, I want to tell a story about myself. This story tells how those 3 leadership styles influence me. In my free time before, I would learn flower arranging skill. At the beginning, I didn't plan to study in depth, just to kill the time and add another interest. My teacher, which is my coach with the professional flower arranging skill, and she wants me to do better. At the same time, she have a higher expectation for me than the others. In contact with her, she showed those 3 leadership skills. Flower arrangement is a rigorous activity, and every change in the angle will make the work present different effect. First of all, when my teacher demonstrates, she asked me to take a note and draw a draft of the position on the paper. When I was practicing, my teacher asked me to think about how to make the best use of each flower materials, because there are not identical plants in the world. She asked me to disassemble all the flowers and rebuild them on the next day. After, take another photo for her to check. She is a good teacher, and also she is a good leader. I admire her leadership skill. There are many improvements that need to be made for me to truly become an authoritative leader. For example, I don't have enough confidence yet to ask the team members to complete the project. First of all, I should improve my personal working ability and professional skill. Second, in the teamwork, I cannot ensure that everyone have the same opinions, and the authoritative leadership team may have not enough morale. Improving the emotional intelligence and strengthening communication skill requires continuous learning and improvement. Third, make a future plan. A good leader has clear goals and knows the time needed to achieve them.
What is EQ?
I think the expression of the high emotion is not only how to speak and treat the others, more importantly, how to understand yourself and control your emotional change is the main point.
Emotional, damn it!
Harnessing the power of my observation of my own behavior. When I just started to react in the way that threw me out the goal. Pay attention to those cues earlier on and redirecting. If it is hard to reach my goals and get stuck, maybe I can try add more options. I could try to list 10 possible options and experiment with them and try to think what would happen. What is the long-term meaning for my goals by constantly thinking about them? Towards those, what can I add to the world? Link to my goals to long-term goals for motivation. Based on Clifton analyze, I sometimes research my own mistake. I want to understand how to change to be successful. So, choosing to work with someone who can point out my area where I need to improve help my career. I like to figure out how to bring together people with different personality to create the greatest effect. I really get the joy from helping those in need, but my mind have a lot of observed with the idea. Being able to make a connection between the same mind unrelated phenomena. On the other hand, I like to go back in the time, understand the present by the circulating on the past, study the relationship between the analysis of the past behavior. If I'm a leader, I believe my teammates are my good friend. My greatest satisfaction is to work together with my friends to achieve a goal. In general, side of leadership is not monolithic. It can also be a mixed different types. I hope these courses of leadership can make me a good leader. Thank you for listening. Thank you, Mr. Taylor.
Those are my references.